minutes. That should be good enough. Okay, guys, good morning to you once again. Today is the 19th of October. 19th October, all right. It's a very interesting day. This is the day whereby the Dow Jones dropped by 21%, all right. One of the date back in 1987. Okay, of course, today is like probably how many years already? 13 plus 22, about 25 years. Wow, 21, 24 years. Okay, 24 years. So the thing is that this morning itself, right, you will, there's a missing picture there. Okay, never mind. All right, this morning itself, right, you will have noticed that, okay, my little picture wasn't there. This is odd. How fun, okay, never mind. There's supposed to be a picture over here, so I'm not too sure why is it missing here. So anyway, all right, this morning caption is all right. I think is that you can see the caption. Okay, do you know that what is a supersonic missile? Do you know what is a supersonic missile? Now, when I saw this article 2 days ago, I was like thinking that is this just those crappy sci-fi article, because it's like, wow, you know that the thing is this is a very powerful what do you call missile, you know, that eventually it really works itself, right? Seriously, you can really knock off anybody in any country, anywhere itself. And of course, in kind of movies, we saw it before. And apparently now China seemingly has it. Oh my goodness, okay? And of course, because of what is going on itself, right? You also notice that recently Bitcoin has been in the picture because Bitcoin ETF is going to be open for trading later today. And because of that itself, right, that causes the Bitcoin to be moving up. And the reason also recently, the power outage itself, right, that's kind of like telling me that maybe the power outage itself basically came from Bitcoin mining because everybody is not into Bitcoin. All right, so today this picture, the back itself, right, you can see that call icon is talking about Bitcoin later on. And this is what you know, this is called the Runaway Bride. Okay, this is a very cute little event in UK, all right, about the brides running away. And I talk about Evergrande, and we talk about the supply chain. So actually, every day when I put out pictures like this itself, right, all these pictures are collage, and I do it on purpose. Right, not too sure why this picture here is showing you this hypersonic missile is missing. Don't know why. The picture on my PowerPoint is showing very clearly. Very interesting. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. Here we go. Okay, I think went to oh, I see there's a animation there itself. Now look at this. This is how it looks like, a hyper missile. Oh my goodness. Oh my, hypersonic missile. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's crazy. I'll show you later on. All right, disclaimer as usual, everybody, do one again. My job is to show you my views on the market. Your job is to listen, and then of course, you know, come online and utilize whatever I can share with you. Okay, I realize that today my comment box are coming very slow today. Seems that now only it's to flood in. Well, okay, so it seems like there's some issue here once again. Okay, all right. So disclaimer as usual. Now take a look at this little cartoon here, guys. Wall Street joke of the day. Now take a look. Hi, yeah, Bill is still short stocks. Okay, you can see that this tree itself, it is peeling off because all the leaves are coming off. I think this tree is in shock, and because of that itself, right, all the leaf fell. So if you were to guess what is the caption for this, what would you say? All right, what would you say? All right, now this is something that you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, I think I need to just few minutes. I think I need to just restart my Facebook site at the moment here. Seemingly the thing's coming very slow. It seems like some issue here once again. Okay, all right. Okay, Bill is still short stock is because it's a short fall. Okay, a short fall. What a way. Okay. Now the thing is, this fall is the time like now. Okay, time like now, whereby we're crossing from the we're going from summer to this autumn towards then after that we will have winter. Now apparently, right, I just saw one of the those Taiwanese talk show. Apparently now in China, Russia, they are starting to get very cold weather suddenly. Now this is only October now. It's a bit too early for cold weather. But the weather went down so badly, it went down to -10, -15 degrees already for some province of China. This is quite scary, honestly. It shows that, right, this whole weather thing is going crazy. So of course, very soon, if this is going to happen, I believe that Singapore, next 2-3 days, probably, maybe it will have cold weather coming in. All right, of course, it's just fine. Anyhow say on, I'm not weather forecaster, all right, but I'm just seemingly telling you that, hey, fall is coming in. Okay. All right, now we do note that we have all the earnings of this month itself. Now, yesterday there were no earnings. Today we have Pinnacle, AZZ, Fastener, and Smart. All right, these are not the heavyweight, but tomorrow we will have the. Sorry, what am I talking about? Yesterday we have today we have Netflix, Johnson & Johnson, Ericsson, Halliburton, and United. All right, today itself, right, we have quite a fair bit, and I did mention to you, I don't think the numbers will be good. I don't think the numbers will be good. In fact, yesterday I told you the Dow Jones will be down yesterday, and truth be told, the Dow Jones ended a little bit on the red yesterday. So it seems like what I said is happening. All right, so let's see today itself. I still stand on. I believe that today the numbers will be good for most of them, but these are mostly our retail stocks itself. Okay. All right. So what you can see that yesterday, I forecast that the gold will have to come down to 1761. Remember, I told you the gold will have to come down to 1761. And of course, you can see on your screen right now, right? The let me just show it to you. Okay, the gold was trading at 1770 back then. The gold was trading at 1770 back then. And I say that gold will have to come down. All right, I say that gold will have to come down to about here itself, 1761, to find a base. Why 1761? Because this is actually a chocolate bar here itself. So I believe that it will have to come down to this point, and I gave you the level. And I told you that when it hit 1761, because the KSI is green and there's no blue bars, most likely the market may actually rebound. And since I said all this is all right, take a look, everybody. Gold really came down to 1760 and then stopped there and rebounded to close at 176465 level once again. So again, all these are shown on your screen every morning. Shown yesterday, and I tell you that. And of course, if you actually took down some material, some notes, you will know that 1761 was actually mentioned by myself. Okay. So again, this shows you that, hey, not bad, right? The accuracy is there. So guys, you can do me a spot on, all right? Just key it. Whenever I'm pretty accurate with my call, just key the word spot on. I will love to see that, okay? All right, because you see, I see the level that was given was really precise figure. Then of course, I did tell you that DAX will come down yesterday. Yesterday, I told you DAX will likely be coming down, and I gave a few numbers. One of the number I gave was 15,425. One of the number I gave was 15,425. You can see on your screen. And of course, what happened? Okay, you can see on the screen what happened. Right, the market really came down. The low was 15,424.9. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at it. This is the forecast of a number that I tell you the price will go down. The low of the day itself is 15,424. Goodness, crazy, right? Oh my goodness. See that? The market touches the level and then rebounded. Exactly that what I share over here. So again and again, it shows that, right, guys, probably I'm pretty lucky to be able to be spot on all these calls. And I hope that you guys will actually have benefited from that. All right. That is really what I want you guys to consider. Because every morning I do this MAO, of course, you guys can check back the tape and see whether whatever I say is true. Because if it's true, then definitely itself is proven that the number were there and it's mentioned back then itself. Okay. All right. So that is what happened. Okay, so now the thing is this, tonight we have the building permits, as I mentioned. Tonight is building permits. Now we are looking at a pretty flattish number for this. Usually we don't have much big movement, so we won't be bothered. All right, the crude oil inventories, well, the numbers seem to be, the forecast is expecting to be a lower number. Previously was 6 million, now it's expecting less than 1 million, so not too sure what happened in between. But of course, this tells you that, right, the supply is definitely a problem, and that's why crude oil price is actually surging right now. So this actually tells you, and if the actual inventories come in negative, if it come in negative itself, right, this is going to be very disastrous, all right? That means the crude oil price might be flush up higher. Okay, there is a good chance that crude oil price might be flush up higher. Okay, so all these are all possibility. So you just have to take note of that. Okay. All right, just give me the moment, please. I need to just send out some messages out. Okay, done. Okay. All right, so with that itself, right, guys, you can see that, right, our Nikkei 27208 lunch winners, we have already concluded. Everybody are happy. Everybody have received their very nice lunches. Of course, some of them are very nice because the place where they are in, they provide very good Japanese restaurants. Some of them itself, right, they may not get that nice one, but I'm so sorry, we tried our best. I think Susan really did a hell of a job to make sure that everybody received their lunches. All right, I think Susan is a very fantastic lady. Once again, right, let's have a round of applause for her herself. Okay, to coordinate lunches for everybody is not easy. First of all, she must key in the address, then she must find the food, then after that she must deal with the drivers. Sometimes the drivers is a little bit pain in the ass sometimes, so sometimes it could be a problem here and there, and of course sometimes you miss the order, she remember it again and then send back the order to you again and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm very glad that most of us, in fact everyone itself, is very nice. They accepted it. Sometimes the lunches we couldn't deliver due to the driver issue, Grab issue, but they all keep quiet today. So y'all thankful, and then after y'all still thank us. Really, thank you so much, guys. I think that this is how we do in TWB Academy. We really come, I mean, seriously, which school actually provide lunches? And I think about this for one moment. All right, this is not just marketing, it's basically coming from the heart itself, because we want you guys to still remember us. Okay, very simple as that. All right, so let's look at the US market now. The US market, initially the market came down first for the first 1.5 hours. Then after that, it recovered, first half an hour, sorry. Then it recovered very strongly to go up to 35,300 level. Then after that, after lunch, it started to fizzle out a little bit. All right, so what happened over here? Hey, how come? I think I didn't save the right PowerPoint. Hold on. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, so the thing is this, stock basically recovers strongly in a way for NASDAQ. In fact, NASDAQ gained almost 1% last night. So the thing is this, the market now is looking forward for all the big data from Netflix, Johnson & Johnson, United Airlines, Procter & Gamble, Tesla, Verizon, IBM, all right, all these are this week. So one thing that dampened the market last night was because of the China GDP. Now, China GDP came in 4.9% annual growth in the third quarter. Now, this is actually a lower number because we're looking at 5.2, okay, by the economists polled by Reuters. So of course, this is actually in the third quarter itself. So we haven't seen the full impact of Evergrande. Really, we haven't seen the full impact. So the fourth quarter itself is actually the one that I think will go even lower than expected. And of course, we have the yields went up to 1.62%. After that, it retract back a little bit. But overall itself, right, you can see over here, the fundamental side is not that fantastic, but the earnings are doing pretty well. So let's do a recap of what happened on the US market last night. Okay, let's take a look. Now, last night itself, the Dow Jones opened here. That was where it opened. And we saw that the KSI is green in color. But as you know, once the market loses the pivot 2, it's always a sell. But because the KSI is green, so when the market basically hit KTR -1 or KTR -2, it will be a time for you to buy back your position. So that is something to do that itself. Okay. All right. Thank you, Phil. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. This appreciation for Susan. All right. So what happened, as you can see, then over here, the market did this. Okay, you can see on the screen right now, the market was sideways for quite a while. Then what happened? The market paused below P2. And when it went below P2, that was where it went down. It hit the KTR -1. It tried to recover, but because it's basically held down by P2. And when the market did this, a CCYR with BMB, right? Can you see that? This is a BMB. Straight away, the Dow fell all the way very quickly during the cash market open and came down to KTR -2. But once it hit there itself, right, it really stopped there exactly what we tell you at this KTR -2. and then immediately it rebounded. So again, even though it is below P2, it's a sell, but because the KSI is green, the market found support there and did a very strong recovery. And of course, this is a BNB, right? It's a BNB with a CCRY, so that's why the stock market recovered all the way to the OP price itself. So again, you can see why is it so important to trade with the BNB around you. Right, it's always lovely to trade the BNB with you so that your trade will be easier with more movement. That's why we always tell you this. Whenever you trade a CCRY or CCYR, please come with a trigger with a BNB. Usually that is the one that moves the market. So it's very, very important. Huh? Yes, indeed, Phil, this is a PH time. This is a great way to celebrate our win because we did make money from the NIKKEI, and of course, taking some of the money out to share with everybody over lunch, I think it's a fantastic thing to do, right? That's what we do. I think that one thing is that you don't see many trainers does that. Most trainers, they will say, hi, thank you, whatever. They don't really take out the money and then put it out and share. Like for us itself, we are very open with this. We think that, hey, come, since we make some money from the market, let's share. I mean, in my understanding here itself is this, right? Seriously, in life, you can make as much as you want or you can. But when you go down and you lie down on that coffin, okay, end of the day, whatever money you have, it doesn't bring with you. So sometime in life itself, right, you don't give up everything, but a good portion of it, let's say a 10, 20%, why not? Just share. Make everybody happy. It makes life happier. That's how I always see life, okay? Anyway, that's my personal view. All right, now yesterday for gold itself, right, once it opened, the KSI is green, but the KSI was lowering a little bit. There was no blue bar. So overall, the indicator was okay. More to the buy side, still a bit cautious to the win. Then we notice that, right, this particular level, 1767, is a very strong TSCV level. And you can see that the market just couldn't stay above it. But of course, I told you the goal, if you come down to a 1760 level, that is where you can see that the market touches the KCV and rebounded. So yesterday was a very tight level. And of course, the closing ended with the CCYR today. All right, so logically speaking, for today, we should look to sell based on the day chart. We'll talk about this later on, okay? All right, with that understanding here itself, right, what happened to the market? Let's take a look. The market was pretty sideways. The market was basically ding-donging the entire day for OP. Then eventually the BNB kicked in. You can see that the BNB kicked in and the market did come down. But surprisingly, the market just couldn't go low enough to hit KTR -1 and almost instantaneously rebounded and then hang around at OP again. So this tells me that gold itself, right, is actually waiting for something. Gold is actually waiting for something, a bigger movement to come. And once the bigger market movement to come itself, right, that means that gold will move and we can actually try to capture some of it. All right, so I'll talk more about this later in the charting area itself. Okay, all right. So let's just look at some of the local and global news. Now today, local, global news and special articles. There's quite a fair bit. There's quite a fair bit to share with you today. So you need to, enjoy this. Okay. All right. First of all, we saw the China GDP itself. Right, it was down as we said. Look at the China GDP. It's really a crazy number. See, all along itself, China GDP from 1995 has been pretty stable. I mean, whether it's real or fake, no one is there to say, but you can see it's been stable between about this 12% to about 8%. This has been there for the many, many years. For 20 years, has been like that. Then, of course, during the pandemic time, the number really crashed down all the way to -7%. Then, of course, dramatically, like every country, all the stimulus packages, easy monetary policy, everything brought the market up to as high as almost 17%. But we all know that when the market recovered from here itself, right, the stock market did not really recover in that way. And of course, very dramatically, the thing slammed down very fast. Why is that so? Because the pump up itself was kind of not too real. And obviously, when more things happen, we can see that things slam down from 17% drop to 4.9. It's really a drastic movement. And I suspect that this coming quarter itself, right, it's a fourth quarter because of Evergrande problem, we might see about 3%. This is not going to be good because if it's going to be 3%, that will be one of the lowest point ever for the last 20 over years. All right. So that is my point here for China. We must understand that Chinese stock market itself, to buy at a low price for some stock is okay, but it doesn't mean for a long haul. And in the next 3 months, Chinese stock market still won't do that well. All right. I think next year will be a better time. Next year will be a better time. All right, so you can see that some economists are saying that China economy could slow down further in the fourth quarter. Okay, I mean, although I did this PowerPoint, but I was not referring to what she said, but it's just my personal thoughts too. All right, now the thing is this, we are now looking at defaults looms over more property developer because now, although China reassures investors on Evergrande, now apparently it's all right, another company, Chinese real estate developer, Seng Holding, warned last week that it's likely not to pay. Is warning that they're likely not to repay offshore bonds worth $250 million. Actually now, the way I see this thing now, right, I feel that something is very wrong here as well. You notice that they are saying that they will not pay the offshore investors, but they didn't say that they won't pay the so-called local investors. Now, it sounds very wrong because like it's just like companies now, they are all these established companies. They get overseas investors come in to put in money with them, and now they say they're not going to pay. It's that you lend people money itself, right, for interest, and then they are so-called established, high rating, and now they tell you they're not going to pay. And they're not going to pay itself, right? It seems like it's like okay, no? So although there, I mean, all this downgrade and stuff like that, but we're talking about many companies. So Seng Holding is one, China Properties is one, and they're all saying that they're not going to pay. Oh my goodness. All right, Fantasia itself also say they're not going to pay. All right, or fail to pay, put it this way. So this is actually very crazy because Evergrande started this and they did not pay. So it seems like it's like everybody don't pay. But if you look at it deeper itself, right, when they don't pay itself, right, actually it's sucking all the people's other overseas investors' money. And this will give a very bad taste, for investors. So the question is this, why are they doing that? Is it because they need the money, or because someone needs the money, or because they want the money to be sucked from overseas? There's so many good reasons for that. But my point is this is actually very bad. So that's why now the Chinese government come in and say the central bank, says that right, is the risk involved with Evergrande is controllable, and most real estate business in the country are stable. However, the People Bank of China says that property company who issue bonds overseas, should actively fulfill. But they say that you must do it, okay? Should actively and must do it is a very different thing. So because of that itself, okay, they are telling them you better do it, if not, it looks very bad. So now the thing is this, bond trader only look for one thing, ability to pay and the willingness to pay. So, okay, you are late, okay, fine, we can still give you time, but if you're not going to pay itself, this is not going to be good. And of course, this is going to disappoint a lot of people, and of course, that will make people very upset. But if you look at it right now, the Chinese high yield bonds market is now at a very bad point. Very bad. You know why the yield is going up? Because people are dumping the bonds. They are dumping the bonds. They don't want it itself because it's like sure lose money. That's why. So when the bonds are being dumped itself, the yield will automatically go up to attract people to come in, but no one's coming in. So when no one's coming in itself, this only create more problem for China, and of course, this is going to be a very bad situation for China because like that itself, they give investors no confidence and doesn't looks good for anybody itself. This is actually a very bad deal. All right, now this is where it got very interesting. This is where when I saw the news back then 2 days ago, so I told you, I was like, hey, okay. Now this is like a scene from the sci-fi movie whereby, wow, they can hit somebody anywhere, like what they call the Tianyan, all right. So apparently China tests new space capability with hypersonic missile. Then, of course, immediately China denied testing of the nuclear-capable sonic missile. Okay, and then of course, this thing is that some of them say that US should stop watching China. So it's very interesting. But look at it. Oh my goodness, it is a very incredible thingy itself. Okay, look at it. The new hypersonic glide vehicle was launched with a Long March rocket. Okay, oh my goodness, look at the way it flies up itself. Oh my goodness, so scary. So apparently it's all right. The United States got really very upset and very shocked. Okay, they will say that they are really very shocked, and they say that they didn't know that China has that power to do this. So of course China immediately came in and said, you know what? No. This is a hypersonic. This is just a space vehicle, not a missile. Okay, all right. So again, it's all right. What are they trying to do with China? I don't know. But the thing is this. All these need energy, that's for sure. And the country itself is lacking energy, and you are doing all this testing. So I don't know what's the idea. Probably it's times it get very scary. But nonetheless, it's wow, this is incredible. All right, now of course the main thing is that other than all this is happening right now, the supply chain is getting worse and worse. You can see that now. You can see that because the ships are not able to really come in because of COVID, and of course because of their lack of manpower, resources, and stuff like that. And of course we have loads and loads of cargo now, all waiting to go into because they're all waiting to be checked. And of course they don't want the virus to come along with them itself, and that causes a huge backlog now at the moment. So that's why this year itself, right, we do expect some cost to be increased for your goods and for Christmas and stuff like that. This one is undeniable, all right? And of course, the supply chain right now, the bottleneck, the congestion, the blockage itself is really exacerbating the entire chip maker shipment itself. So all these things from meat to supply, like medicine, household product, everything will be hit. So that's why you can see that cost itself is increasing across the world. In fact, you can actually look at your costing right now, right? Things are actually going up. So all these things tell us that maybe it's really something terrible. And of course, we need to be very careful that this can go really beyond. So all these things tell us that maybe, okay, it may really takes cost to go. I mean, we need to pay more for the cost itself. All right, so this one to take note of that. Okay, all right, so that is the thing. Okay, now let's look at some important market information for reference. I realized that today my Facebook, it seems to be lagging a little bit. I'm not sure if it's me or my side here or you guys are watching it. All right, what do you think, guys? Is it lagging a little bit here and there, the presentation? All right, let's continue. All right, now Icahn, all right, says that, right, the market over long run will certainly hit the wall because of the money printing. Now, Icahn is a billionaire. He's a very, very good investor. All right, his track record is fantastic. So he says that, right, there could be major challenge coming in. But of course, he says that, right, there is a crisis, but he's not timing the market. He says that, right, he's not making a market timing call. But I believe that one day over the long term, the market will pay the price for all this policy. So in short itself, right, we know that because of the pandemic, they induce the all the easy monetary policy, and that causes market to recover. But at the same time itself, right, it also causes the inflation to go up. So of course, when inflation comes in itself, right, it will definitely have to hit people. So now we have inflation now at the 30 years high, and amid supply chain itself is having a big disruption. And there's extraordinary strong demand because not everybody want to recover from this. That's why the demand surge up, but the supply is not there itself. Okay, so when the supply is not there, the demand looks very big, and that is the problem that's happening right now. And of course, today we have the first Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund starting today. And of course, this is going to be exciting because everybody wants to be a sit up. Now we know that Bitcoin was trading only at $10,000 last year. And after that, dramatically from 10,000 in October still, then it was flat for almost 10 months. Then that was where it blossomed, all right? It blossomed from 10,000, shoot up all the way to 60,000. So think about this, it was 10,000 for 10 months, and then for within just 3 to 6 months, it went up by 6-fold. Oh my goodness, 6-fold. And of course, this 6-fold brought in a lot of other counters like Ethereum, Dogecoin, and stuff like that. But of course, when it hit the 60,000, when it came down almost halfway mark, as if that this is 60, this is 30. The market know how to come down by halfway mark. So of course, now the market is saying that, right, if the market can cross above the 64,000 high, this time around should go to 100,000. Okay, so I don't know whether it will go to 100,000, but I still think that my target of 82,000 still stands. I still think that we can see 82,000. That is my personal take for this Bitcoin for this year. All right, if let's say they're really going to go up, okay, only if it's going to really go up. And of course, Mark Cuban saying that, right, Bitcoin will be the safe haven for crypto with the one huge advantage. He says that, right, there's zero competition, and he says that the best store of value in the market, and because of the algorithmic scarcity, it makes it more sense. The demand and supply is there. And he says that, right, please also definitely investors should only invest what they can lose. So in his Twitter, he says that, right, this is the best time to look at it. It's a huge advantage. There's a lot of competitive edge. So all these are very good thing itself, and it will be a good big win for Bitcoin. So in short itself, right, he felt that this is a very good time to get involved in Bitcoin, and he sees more upside for Bitcoin. But call Icahn, right? Another billionaire said that he's not involved in Bitcoin. Apparently, he said that he can't understand Bitcoin, and because of that itself, right, he's not going to invest. He says that, right, he's trying to understand it, but he just couldn't. He's not saying it's bad or good, just that since he doesn't know it, he don't want to get involved. He felt that, right, okay, yes, indeed, seemingly now the price is increasing and seems to be good, but to him itself, right, all these things itself, it's going to be really an individual thing. In fact, this is a good statement. I think the jury is out on Bitcoin. If inflation get rampant, I guess it does have a value, but will inflation get rampant, or will the government come in and did in China and stop the thing? So there's so many variables. That's why he said that it's very difficult for him to invest in his opinion. So you rather stick with stocks, but of course, I understand Icahn is also pretty a man of age, so maybe he is not that open to new technology. So I'll leave it there. But Tom Lee from Fundstrat itself is definitely very, very positive. He knows that, he felt that, right, the market itself has more upside to go. And he felt that, right, the cryptocurrency will go up to $100,000. In fact, itself, right, he reiterated yesterday, he says that, right, Bitcoin will rise and it will well go above to $100,000. In fact, itself, right, he's saying that it may go even to $168,000. Oh my goodness. All right, so Fundstrat normally have been pretty accurate over the last 2 years. So since he keep on saying 100,000, a lot of people is believing in it. Now, the thing is this today, right, October the 19th, we're just only 2 months and a half away from the end of December, of the year. So we're talking about what, Bitcoin going up another $30,000? Wow, that would be pretty incredible. So to him, he said, right, because of the high demand of the ETF, he believed that there will be more bullishness in it. And because of the ETF right now, more people will come into it, more funds will be open to that. And that will definitely push the Bitcoin higher. So with all these things itself, right, he is very confident that this will bring Bitcoin higher. So, well, I think that he's not wrong, because when you make it easier for people to buy, people can buy it. And because cryptocurrency got a very limited supply, right? So it does make sense that maybe the market will not go down too much. It's more easy to control for it to go higher. So it is very, very possible. All right. So that is this Fundstrat Tom Lee mentioned. And of course, to wrap it up itself, right, Santoli come in and said that, right, the earnings are defying the projection right now. And you look at S&P chart that he drawn the 50-day, 100-day, and 20-day moving average. The 20-day moving average and the 100-day moving average has come together, and it seems to be able to show a very strong support here. But now at the moment, according to him, there is some resistance at about 44.80 level, and that is where we are right now. So if the S&P can stay above 44.80 level, likely we should see a new all-time high. But if the market doesn't, then by coming down itself, right, the current support now is about 43.80 level. So we're talking about 100 points from now. Okay, 100 points from now will change the whole market. So now this is what I believe that Santoli is actually looking at. And of course, there's a lot of macro drivers now sending inflation messages. Bond is moving up very fast. And of course, at the moment now, people are all saying that the earnings are pretty good, so there's no reason to panic. And market breadth was reasonable there. Now, this is the VIX index right now. I have been telling you this, that VIX itself, in my opinion, now is a very good time to buy. To me now, right, we are trading at 16 itself is a very good price to buy. First of all, we are near the very oversold region. All right, you can see that. So it's a good time to buy. That's the first thing. But you look carefully itself, right, in each oversold region, right, you notice that the current price now is actually higher than the last one. So which means that, right, this is actually a very bullish diversion. So I suspect that, right, we could see some movement soon to bring VIX back up again to about 24 to 26 figure again. Now today it's only 16. That means that if you buy it up itself, right, there is an upside of 10 to 20% easy upside, right? So that's why I encourage you to buy some VIX for term of protection basis. So let's say now you are involved in the market itself and you have some buy position. Buying VIX itself makes loads of sense. I'll share more about this later during Super Tuesday later. Okay. All right. So with that itself, right, do take note. The so-called fear and greed index. Now take a look, everybody. The fear and greed index is now showing at 55. Oh, okay. So it was 32 last week. Then after that, it went up slowly because the stock market recovered, right? Now it's 55. So we will use this as an update and guide and see where is the point. Now, usually we can see that when the market is at the extreme fear point itself, that is where the stock market rebounded. So the thing is now we are back to neutral level, or we'll be getting into more greed itself when the market really continue to go higher, or it's a time to sell. So I will keep this thing on and you will see a very interesting guide over here. All right, now later on Super Tuesday, we will have this Larry Williams special charts. Now yesterday I only shared one half of it itself. Later today during the Super Tuesday session, right, I will share 3 things. I will share with you what Larry Williams have to offer, what is his so-called almost sure win trade. It's a very powerful seasonal pattern. Then I'll talk about Goldman Sachs, all right, about how Goldman Sachs is right. How come the portfolio is a bit different right now? It's not mentioned in mainstream media. And number 3, I'll tell you about VIX indicator. And of course, we do recap of what happened yesterday. So it's going to be a very impactful Super Tuesday later. So don't miss it, all right, everybody? Don't miss it. This will be good. This will be a good session, okay? All right, so let's go to the charts wise. Right, the bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemmings go is different this time. All right, I realize that my comments are not coming in, or you're not talking there. Just to double check itself, all is going fine. All right, are you ready? If you're ready for the chart, please key the word ready, R-E-A-D-Y, so that I want to see whether it's a comment box ongoing, because today the thing is just very slow. Even I'm watching this right now, right? It's meaning very slow. Okay, so now it's coming in. So that means that all is okay, huh? Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's start out with the China A50 right now. The China A50. Now, of course, yesterday China stock market came off. I told you that it will come down to the MA30. Now, it did not, but getting nearer. Okay, MLP wise, today MLP will be, okay, hold on. MLP is here. Okay, so what do we have right now? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, the MLP for today, China, is 15,844, okay? And the MA30 today is at 15,512. Now, today will be the last day I'm using this conventional drawing. Tomorrow, I'll be using the TWB basic already. Okay, then I'm going to draw all these numbers. Okay, all right. So the thing is this, as long China A50 stays above 15,844, it may have to go back up again because that is a technical point of view. But of course, if the market have any profit taking later on, that means the support will still come back to 15,512. Now, if China market do come down to 15,512, I think that will be a pretty good price for us to buy back some shorts or buy for new position, okay? Buy some shorts or buy new position. All right, that will be a good time to look at it. Okay, that is for China A50. Still a bit of sideways, so nothing much to say for now. Okay, all right, let's continue. Let's look at this Hong Kong today. Now, Hong Kong stock market, let's take a look. Now, Hong Kong stock market is again climbing up. Now, Hong Kong this morning, let's take a look at MLP first. The MLP is somewhere here, and Hong Kong stock market today touches MLP, and now it's rebounding. Hong Kong stock market touches MLP, and it's rebounding. And I suspect that Hong Kong stock market will likely test the high of yesterday. Likely it may test the high yesterday. The high yesterday is 25,559. So very good chance, in my opinion, Hong Kong should go up and test the high. Okay, because it touches MLP and rebounded. That's the first reason. And of course, it's actually now trading above the MA30 level. It's a very strong indication. and of course it's compressed by the MA200 on the top. So to test high, I think shouldn't be a problem. Whether we're going to continue, that's another. So now it's going up already. I think going to test a high very, very soon. It just only, sorry, the high is 577. Okay, so it should be a bit higher. All right. Okay, just give me a moment. Text from my friend. Okay, I believe that Hang Seng may test the high of yesterday. All right, the high of yesterday. Okay, so that is the Hong Kong market. Let's look at the Hong Kong with the TWB system. Okay, so yes, indeed, as expected, right, it should be able to touch rather easily. Why? The opening price is between the two pivot. So KSI is green and it's uptick green. So which means that there'll be upside. Oh, already triggered already. Wow, already triggered. Oh, okay, not bad. Okay, make about $80. Okay, not bad. Okay, so what happened? Excuse me. So what happened is that because it's actually above the market is still above OP, right? So if you buy, and likely it may even test this point here, the pivot 1 level. Pivot 1 is actually trading at 25,725 level. Now the thing is this, you can see that China, the Hong Kong market, right, these few days, right, look at tail, long tail. That means that the market is pretty bullish. They are pulling down, they pull down, but they are buying even stronger. So for Hong Kong today, unless it breaks OP, if not, it's all right. There's no way you can short this market, all right? Unless it breaks OP, if not, it's not possible to short this market. Okay, so that is the thing itself. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, wow, very strong momentum. So it has crossed the KTR +1. If you maintain this, it is a possibility for it to go to KTR +2, and that is 25,659. Now, yesterday I already tell some of you guys I suspect that Hong Kong market may trade higher because of this itself. Hong Kong market may trade higher because of the downside momentum just couldn't go down at all. All right, the downside momentum just couldn't go down much. Okay, so that is the Hong Kong. Okay, that's Hong Kong. Let's look at the Dow Jones now. Let's take a look. Now, Dow Jones is all right. Let's just again stay very objectively on the Dow Jones analysis. Now, the Dow Jones analysis actually show two things here today. Number one, it is a uptick movement, then finish with a very long tail. And then what happened? This is actually two views on this. Kindly take note what I need to share the next few moments. Now, two views on this. One view is that because of the long tail, there should be higher upside to go. So the high upside could go to 35,456 because that is the next KCB level. But the other side is that if there's a long tail like this, right, actually tells you the market is weak. Hence, therefore, the market may sell down further. So two views on this are depending the market buy or sell. But I want to tell you this, what you can do is that you take this midpoint here, take the tail, this long tail, divide by 2. That will give you about 35,140 level. Now, if the market goes down below 140, we should see it break the low of the day, low of yesterday. If the market doesn't go below 35,140, the market should be able to rebound. The market should be able to rebound. All right, so that is the take that I have for the market here itself. Yeah, let me just do some adjustment here. Okay, so that is how I see the Dow Jones. So today, watch out for this 35,140 level, right? That will be a level to watch for the Dow Jones. All right, by the way, I just saw gold trading 1772 right now. Remember this morning I told you about gold. I said that if gold stays above 1769, it will be a buy on gold. So not too sure, you heard me just now? All right, if you didn't hear me, now I just tell you again, if gold stay above 1769, it's above pivot 1, right? It will be a buy, right? Yeah. Okay, so that is how I see for gold, all right? Sorry to jump a bit here and there. All right. Let's give you a short moment, let me text my friends. Because they tell me, Kel, if you start to see a reason to buy gold, Please tell them. I say, yeah, I'll tell you. Okay, so I'm telling them right now that gold is a buy right now. So not too sure if you guys heard me. Yeah. Just give me a second. Just almost finishing this. Okay. All right. Sorry to keep you waiting. Wow, Hang Seng went up higher, 15,616 already. Wow. Okay. In fact, impressive. Look at it, Hang Seng. Wow, I told you right. It will go up to the KTR +2 level, and it's still surging. Right. Yesterday, I already warned you that the way Hang Seng moved itself, right, is a bit not normal. And Hang Seng seemingly has something up his sleeve, and Hang Seng may actually go even higher. And truth be told, now it's all happening. So 659 will be the target. 25,659 will be the next target level that it should be going for the Hang Seng itself. 659. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry to jump around today. Market's moving quite strongly. Okay, so that is the first part of the Dow Jones. Now, second part of Dow Jones is this point MLP. Now, everybody take a look at MLP, right? The MLP itself, right, you can see on the screen, is trading at 35,275. Now, I think that if the Dow Jones doesn't break 275 today, right, the downside is still going to be there, because this morning the MLP was being triggered already. So with the long tail and the market touches MLP and pull back, right, and it's now currently staying below OP, right, all these are not very positive vibes here. So all I can tell you is that if the market stays down below OP, right, there is a high chance the market will really test 35,140 later today. But of course, I say it has to stay below. Now, if it stays above 35,275, then yes, the market will recover and it'll be going for this figure, and that's 35,456 level. So that is my view on the Dow Jones today. Okay, got it? Based on the technical side. The weekly side itself, right, shows that the momentum itself is still trying to push up. So the main resistance now is still at 35,355. So we're not there yet. So I just leave you alone, but we're not too far away. We're just about 100 points plus away. Huh? Well, Hong Kong is still surging up. Wow, Hong Kong is still surging up. We are now very near to the KTR +2 level. For students of mine, if you are involved in Hong Kong, remember I share with you. Oh, cross already. Wow, done. Okay, Hong Kong done. Another $60 is entering. Wow, congratulations, guys. Hong Kong has just blasted to KTR +2 level. Let me just see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, All right, congratulations once again to those people who traded Hong Kong. And I told you that what you need to do for Hong Kong, you just have to follow it. Don't make the mess of it. You should be fine. So wow, Hong Kong already trading higher 720 level. Wow, amazing. Okay, great stuff over here itself. All right. For those who are already profitable in Hong Kong, please key HK right now. All right, if you made money in Hong Kong, please type HK. Yes, indeed. Myself, I'm making money while I'm talking to you right here now. So that's the reason why, like I say, it makes a lot of sense for me to actually move the MAO a bit. So I just mentioned to you by 1st of November itself, right? MAO will shift to 11 a.m. and I will go live Hang Seng trading. So of course, if you want to see us going live via Zoom itself, right? All you need to do is just go through the Hong Kong training, M1 trading. The M1 trading training, go through it itself, and then after that, you will subscribe to Hang Seng, and we can see each other trading live on via Zoom or in the office. Of course, when you're in the office, I can tell you a bit more stuff, but of course, because of the MAO is at 11 a.m. itself, right? So a lot of things like to shift around a little bit here and there, but still, I think it could be a pretty good time to trade together. Wow, so many of you make money. Angeline make money, Edmund make money, Azar make money, John also make money, Susan, Bernard, all making money. Wow, Wei Xiong, Brian, okay, guys, Bin Hui making money. Fantastic, guys. Well done. See that? You see, the thing is that it is very clear that we can show you live sharing all this because we don't need to be, there's nothing to hide. We are real genuine traders here. And when we trade, we really shows. And so that is how it is today. All right. So fantastic. All right. Now we look at the NASDAQ, shall we? Now NASDAQ is still, sorry, the Dow haven't do it. Sorry, my bad. Now, today's Dow Jones is all right. Please take note. Today, Dow Jones have two things to take note of. Now, the first thing to take note of the Dow Jones today is that the opening price is very, very near the pivot 2. Now, very near. So, logically speaking, below pivot 2, it will be a sell. All right, that's why this morning there was some profit taking. But the KSI is an uptick green. Uptick green means the buying is still there. So if the buying is still there itself, right, that means that the market can't come down much. Okay, the market can't come down much. The buying will still stay strong for the time being. So as long as the Dow Jones stays above OP, then the market may be going up again. And that first up will be 35,460, somewhere in line with what I just shared with you earlier as well, right? So that is the upside for the Dow Jones. If it stays up, 460. Now, if it stays down instead, then of course the market may come down to KTR -1 to -2 range because there's no KCB at the bottom, right? So there's no KCB at the bottom. We need to use the M15 level to take a look at the KTR levels. So let's take a look. Okay, so you can see now on the screen, it shows that the market now is trying to stay above the pivot 2 level. It's trying. All right. So if it fail, then it will come back down. If it fail, it will come back down to 35,105, which is actually the level that I mentioned earlier, somewhere nearby. So if the Dow Jones cannot stay above 35,105, it will come back down to 35,105 level. Okay, 250, 35,250 is a very critical level because that is the pivot level. All right. So you have to stay there. Okay, so traders take note. But if you look at the KSI, the 15-minute chart, right, it doesn't look very nice because all the way the KSI has been staying red. So even though the price is going up, right, the selling actually is increasing. So again, this tells you that our KSI got nothing to do with price action. Okay, it's a standalone. Okay. All right, so that is the currently now for the Dow Jones movement. The NASDAQ itself, right, objectively, you can take a look and say this NASDAQ is still pumping up very strongly. Yesterday touched MLP and rebounded, and today now it has covered the chocolate bar. The chocolate bar that we're supposed to cover is this guy here itself. This is 15,325. So already this morning we have seen the chocolate bar being covered. 325 has been covered. Okay. All right. So now the thing is this. So it covered means what? Now, if of course if we continue to go higher, the next chocolate bar can go as high as here for about 510 level, 511, 514 level. Basically, if you look at it itself, right, if the market is to stop here right now to take some profit, or there'll be some profit taking, I know we half surprise. So the MLP to watch out for today is 15,236. So which means that unless the market loses MLP, if not, the upside momentum is still there. But if it comes down, the downside is 15,236 level. Okay, this one please take note of that 236 level, the MLP for this NASDAQ. So watch out for that. Okay. All right. Congratulations to all those Hong Kong traders. You all have made money, right? Wow, all of you are very happy. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay. All right. So let's look at the NASDAQ, shall we? Now, NASDAQ for today's day chart is within the 2 pivot. KSI is green, uptick green. So upside is there. The only thing that is now holding us up is this one here, which is 15,325. That is the KCB level, right? That is where it's basically holding us now. If it cannot stay up, then a pullback down is possible, but it's going to be limited because the KSI is uptick green. So very limited downside, at least for today. Okay, S&P 500. Now S&P 500 also did the same thing, long tail down, reversal, hit the MLP, went back up. Now today MLP is here. The nearest chocolate bar don't have all these are KCB. KCB and chocolate, the biggest difference is that KCB itself already triggered before. Chocolate bar fresh one is not triggered before, right? So now we are already crossed the KC. Now we have created KCB. Okay, and the next one will be here. Okay, this next KCB already touches it. So I will say this, I don't think today will be a very good day to buy too heavily. If the market loses MLP, which is 44.81, I believe that S&P may just take some profit downwards, okay? All right, so that is my view for today. All right, for this itself, okay? So if the market can't go up, look out for all the key MLP. They could give you a strong pivotal point for support or a breakdown. Okay, all right, so that is the what we know about this S&P, and let's look at the day chart. S&P day chart also the same thing, so nothing much to say. All of them are the same thing, above between pivot and stuff like that. Okay, so let's just move to DAX, shall we? Now DAX today, well, I suspect that there will be some recovery, but the support and resistance is still there. And of course, you can see the MA 200 is perfect. MA 230 is at the bottom. So very, very simple for DAX today. I suspect that DAX may be come up. If it test MLP, it's 15,528. It'll come up. But if it cannot stay, it may come back down, and the support will be 15,429 for today. All right. So this one is to watch out for that, 429. All right. For those Hong Kong traders, if you're still long in the market, now is a good time to consider take some profit, because I think that the market has hit the high level. You may want to take some profit, just in case. Okay, that is the DAX market for us to view. Okay, so let's look at Nikkei. Now, Nikkei today continued to go higher. Nikkei today continued to go higher. The MLP is here at 29,119. The MA 30 is here. The MA 200 is here. So Nikkei now is firming itself above the MA 30. As long as the Nikkei stays above the MA 30, there is no reason to panic. Okay, right. MLP for today will be 29,120. So unless it breaks down, if not, this should be fine. Okay, if not, it should be fine. Okay, a bit of background noise at the back. There's some washing on the road there. Okay, Nikkei today here, very nice. Still also same thing between the two pivot. KSI is green, uptick green. So as long as it stays above OP, it'll be a buy for today's Nikkei. So look at the chart today, right? As long as Nikkei today stays up, CCRY is a buy, and that's why Nikkei this morning very nicely stabilized and go all the way up to KTR +2. Got some resistance there, pull back down. Now it's trying again. But at least you know that today is a more to a buying day because of the KSI is green in color. So all these are very important signs that you must take note why certain prices go up, why it goes up. Everything will have a reason for that. Okay, all right, so that covers all the indices for now. Let's look at the commodities, and that's gold. All right, now gold today looks good for buy. Today gold looks good for buy. Now why is that so? Now, first of all, as I told you guys, that what we're looking forward is that the market has to stay above the MA 30. So yesterday, the gold price came down, hit the MA 30, and it also hit the 50 percentile, this FIBO figure again. So every time you touch a figure, the FIBO figure, and stop there, it always sends a signal for you to stand by for a movement. So for today itself, right, if you look at the MA30, it's actually telling us the level will be 1763. And of course, this morning, it purposely touches the FIBO and rebounded. So there's two buying elements. There's two buying elements here itself for today. Today above MA30 and also the also touches the FIBO figure. So with that itself, right, you can see the market came down, but this morning the market already break the previous day high. So if that's the way I see this, you can still see that MLP today is somewhere near here. And triple reason now. So we have it above MLP, we have it above the MA30, we have it above the Fibonacci. 3 reasons to buy. Okay, 3 reasons to buy. So I'll write it down for you. Okay, all right, above MLP, above MA30, above FIBO 50%. So these are very good levels and good reason to stay long. So my personal take is this: if gold can stay up, right, it should be able to find a base somewhere around here. Because if you look carefully on gold, gold have been basically circulating around this area for quite a while already. So that's why after it circulated that day, it plus up. Then after that, the market came in and take profit to bring it down. But then now we are back to the same level again. So if gold can stay up, it may go back up again. The target is still going to be 1792 level. All right, the upside target is still going to be there at 1792 level. Okay, so that is gold technical. Now, of course, if the market comes down and break all these points, then gold will have to come back down, and the support for today should be about 1750 level. Okay, so guys, take note of all these numbers. All right, as long as the market stays above the previous day high, which is now 1772, it should be able to go to 1792. That is $20 from here. But if it basically pull back down for whatever reason, then of course 1750 will be the support. All right, all clear on this? All right, if you're clear on this, it's all right. Please key gold. Okay, key gold. Okay, 1792. Okay, it means that if you understand what I just shared with you on gold, please key gold 1792 so that you know that that is a target that we are aiming for. And of course, today, as long as the market stays above the previous day high of 1772, it's a buy on gold today. All right. And I those who with me with 3G group and FNG group, and those are the end game, you know that actually I've been telling you this. I would love to see a CCRY soon. Because a YR must happen first for the CCRY to be there, right? So let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart itself already forming a base at about 1762. So this base has been formed. Now I like this base because this is the base that I'm talking about. The last time we have a base was somewhere around here. Can you see this? This is the base. All right, this is a base. When a market base means that it's at least 5 weeks of sideways movement, 5 weeks. You can see right now. Okay, here to here is about 6 weeks before it blasts up. Then here to here took about 8 weeks, but it was shoot up base. And then this one now we have basically we are into our 6 week also. So that's why my personal view is this: if the market stays up, fine. Even if pull back, it may start to go like this. Okay, this is my personal view on gold. So we are into our 6 week here. Here is about 8 weeks. Here take about 6 weeks. So on average, it's all right. 6 or 7 weeks, we should be able to see a market moving higher. Okay. Now usually it's how we draw the triangle. So as long as the market breaks up, this is where the gold could be going. Okay. All right. This is the technical view on gold today. So today you can see I cover more. Every day I cover different market, okay, extensively. So you have to pay attention to details. Okay, now look at gold today. Now gold today is supposed to be a CCYR position. It's supposed to be a CCYR. YR, right? But the thing is this: the KSI is green. It's an uptick green with no blue bars. Seriously, I won't call for sell, that's for sure. And now the thing is this: today pivot 1 is 1769, right? Today pivot 1 is 1769. So above OP, above pivot 1, definitely it will be more to a buy. And the KCB itself is 1767, and gold now is trading above 1767, right? So again, it's above pivot one, it's above the cage itself. The cage is above the cage, and it's also now KSI green and no blue bars, and above pivot one and above TSCB. Wow, so many reasons to buy. So of course, as long as it stays up the south, right, to go back up the south is absolutely no problem. So 1792, right, will be still the target. Of course, by all means, what I just say, the market must stay up. Okay, so minimally must stay up means it must stay above the previous high, right? Because this is a lower high formation. Lower high formation, break high is a very good indication. For PTP student, you all should know it. And of course, if you want to be more certain, then this level 1769 is the pivot for today. As long as it stays above that, it's all good. So let's say now you're going to buy gold now at 1772. You can put a stop loss at 1769 and below, just to give yourself a very near stop loss, or you can try to aim for a bigger profit. You understand? Yeah, that is if let's say you believe that gold will go higher. Okay, so that is gold for you. So if that is all right, silver, well, silver is moving up already, and silver this morning is a flat bottom. I repeat, this morning silver is a flat bottom. Flat bottom. Now, flat bottom means that the day high, the day opening price, and the day low is the same, and this is a strong bullish movement. So silver today, the MLP for today is here, and that is this is 23 to 23.24. So now it's trading above MLP also. So I suspect that today gold will silver will be able to down $23.80 in the coming 1 or 2 weeks time. I believe that silver should be able to down the market, bring up all the way to 23.80 cents in the near term. Okay. All right, so traders for silver, just take note of that. Yeah, okay, that is silver. Okay, for us. All right, let's look at crude oil. Now, crude oil already hit the high. The high of crude oil, let's take a look. The high of crude oil has already touched yesterday at $83. Woohoo, perfect. It really hit the $82 to $83 target that I told you. It will hit to that point, and then after that it will pull back. And now perfectly itself, it has done its job very beautifully. It touches the 82 to 83 level, and now it's pulling back to 81. Now I believe that this will attract some sellers to come in, because there are people who jump in the escapade and try to make some money out of it, but probably going to fail. So a pullback to here itself will be wonderful. That's $77.50. If this crude oil can come down to 77.50, that will be a good time to buy up again. All right. So traders, take note of that. $77.50 will be a very good level for us to buy crude oil. Okay, it'll be a very good time to buy crude oil. All right, crude oil will be a good buy if and go back to 77.50 level and firms around it. Okay, all right. So for crude oil today. Now for crude oil today, the day chart is below P2 already. So that means that today, if the crude oil stays below OP, there should be some selling. But because the KSI is up in green, so which means that the downside itself will be limited. So maybe KTR -1 to -2, that's why it stopped, and then it may rebound again. So then take note of that. All right, KTR -1 to -2 level. So what is that level? Let's take a look. KTR -1 to -2. It is $80.89, or $80.32. Okay, so maybe these two level buy. All right, likely will happen. Okay, all right. Now, apology for the background voice. The washing road or some doing some construction on the road is very noisy at the back. I'm trying my best to speak as loud as possible. Hopefully, you can hear me. Okay, last one to check is the Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is still surging. Yesterday already hit the high of 62,000. Now, same thing once again. I'm not going to call for buying in Bitcoin right now. I already told you back then itself why it was a buy. I already told you that, and it went up already. So now you can see that the Fibonacci is no longer important because it already crossed the 23.6%. So now the thing is this, undeniable. If there's going to be anything here itself, it's very clear that Bitcoin, the KSI turned green when it was here, and then after that, the blue bars wasn't around, and that was the start of the entire bullish run. So that's why the KSI already turned green when it was already here. Way before that, already turned green. Then when the color changed over, there was a confirmation, and of course, with no blue bar, straight away you have this uptrust in the market. All right, so if you actually follow rules and you remember what I tell you, right, you will know that I did say September, the market will bottom out. And then after that, October, the market will rally. And then, of course, there will be some pullback in November. But by December itself, right, we should see further upside again. So all these things were mentioned before, right, guys? I shared this with you before, right? And it's seemingly all really manifesting. All right, congratulations to those people who follow through. And of course, we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum. Now, Ethereum itself, right, it's a little bit pale compared to Bitcoin because of it's not in the same capacity. Now, for Ethereum, now we are near a triple top level. And of course, if we do a trend line, it doesn't look too welcoming because you can see that if we put the trend line together, you will see that reason why now this Ethereum now is kind of resisted. But of course, if the market can break resistance, it will go higher. But I don't think this upside will be able to sustain too long. So if I think to use it correctly, maybe you hit about 3,950 level, maybe, and then it may pull back down again. All right, to about 3,3 level. So let's just see whether am I right for Ethereum. But at the moment now, the boys are buying, and there's no blue bar. Shows that the market itself, right, is bullish at the moment, and you can see that the Ethereum is also moving up very nicely. All right. Okay, guys, that will be all for today's MAO. Thank you so much for staying online. Apology for the background noise. Now, do take note once again, later on itself, right, we will have this Larry Williams trick or treat time. I will show you something very important to you. So don't miss out, okay? All right, so what time will the Super Tuesday be? It will likely be 2 p.m., but there might be a bit of switch of timing because I got something to run as Aaron as of now, right now. I don't know what time will we end, so I'll update you all once again. All right, if not, it's all right. I'll see you later in the afternoon. All right, this is Kel signing off. Bye-bye.